So for this hat, you're going to need to pick your yarn, and I went with Bernat Softee Baby in the color Flannel, and it's a 3-ply thin yarn. This is a 16-inch circular needle, size 6, and you'll also need double-pointed needles for when you finish off the ends of the decrease, because your stitches may get a little tight. You're also going to need a stitch marker and a sewing needle to finish off your ends. So you want to go ahead and take your yarn and your needles, and you're going to cast on 108 stitches. Now if you're doing any sort of alteration, you're going to need to do in multiples of 3 if you follow my pattern of a 1x2 rib. And I'm just going to be using the long tail cast on method. The pattern for this hat is just going to be a simple rib. Now you can adjust it and make it any kind. You can do a knit 2, purl 2, you can even do like a knit 3, purl 1. You can decide however you want to adjust this rib to fit what you want your hat to look like. But for this one, I'm doing in multiples of 3. So I'm doing a knit 1, purl 2 rib. And that's going to be the whole pattern of the entire hat. So you just have to decide what rib you're going to do, or if you're going to follow along with the rib I chose and just continue that for the whole hat. So you're just going to knit 1, purl 2. And you're going to repeat that all the way across for every single row until you get the length of your hat. Now according to size measurements online that I looked up, this hat should fit anyone from the age of 3 to an adult. So all you'd have to do is change the length of the hat, and I'll have length sizes in the description with the written instructions. But for an adult with just a little extra room, kind of a slouchy sort of feel, we're going to go with 8 inches long. So you're just going to repeat your rib from cast on to 8 inches before you begin your decreases. So once you have your length for your hat, we're going to begin our decreases. So it's only going to be a few rows of simple decreases. So what we're going to do is begin with a knit 1, purl 2 together. And this is going to keep our rib so we don't lose our pattern as much with our decreases, but then it's also going to shape our hat. So you're just going to repeat that all the way across this row. So we're just going to knit 1, then we're going to purl 2 together. So that decrease row is going to leave us with 72 stitches. So now for row 2 of our decrease, we're just going to go ahead and work a plain row in our rib. So now that we've done our decreases, we're down to a knit 1, purl 1 rib. So we're just going to go ahead and knit 1, purl 1, all the way across this row. So for row 3 of our decrease, we're going to go with a slip 1, purl 1, pass the slip stitch over and off your right needle. And repeat that all the way across. Slip 1, purl 1, pass the slip stitch over and off. And we're going to repeat that all the way across. For row 4 and our final row for this hat, we're going to just knit 2 together all the way around. And at any point, if your stitches begin to get tight, you can go ahead and start using double pointed needles to make it a lot easier. But we're just going to knit 2 together all the way across. And your final decrease will leave you with 18 stitches, which then you're just going to cut your yarn free from the ball and thread through the remaining stitches and finish off your hat. And there is your basic ribbed beanie. So you can, of course, like I said, customize any sort of rib combination. You can make it a longer hat so you can have a cuff on the bottom, or you can even make this shorter in length and it should fit a small child. So let me know if you guys enjoyed this hat down in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.